It's the show that's moving fast. It's called the Captain and the Real Deal podcast with our brother Top Gun, our flight engineer. We're talking Vikings and Hawks, man, the tip of the spear, because we float past clowns with the greatest of ease. They just buckle down to their knees with the grip of a pit bull locked on the mic. We'll be tearing it up night after night. I'm Captain Luke, an operator. I could never be a faker, and I'm serving you lyrics better than a damn waiter. Rhyming on this microphone, and I just never am alone with Big Gold and Top Gun. You know we full grown. Can you hear my tone? I'm in the podcast zone, giving you a taste of my microphone. The homie by my side, he will make you glide. So Big Gold, slice and dice and bring this party inside. Cut it up, B Gold. We get the call with the ball and we're ready to maul. There's no competition, we will never fall. Ball could be in the air or for that 9 route. I shake and bake at the line of scrimmage and I'm out. And off to the house with 6 more for the squad, generating the speed of a NASCAR hot rod. On arrival, the 12s go mad. The opposition got the Emerald Nation is glad. So brace yourself for the show that's the most. While B Gold is spinning, I'm one of your hosts. We also got the Real Deal who makes his cameo with unfiltered thoughts that'll jam you, bro. And our technician, aka Top Gun, he'll test his skills for fun, and he's never on the run. I'm Captain Fook, unfadable, just like the Real Deal. The bigger the headache, the bigger the pill. That's a shout out to the homie George Clinton, the masters of the funk, yo. That's my opinion. So in 2022, and it's season 2, Captain Fook and the Real Deal are ready for you. If you're ready for us, there's no time to discuss. It's about that action, y'all. So get your butt on the bus, because the Captain and the Real Deal are ready to go. And if you are too, then let's start the show, because it's the Captain and the Real Deal podcast. What's it called? It's called the Captain and the Real Deal podcast. All right, then let's start the show.
Soldiers, 12s, and all you football fanatics. Welcome to another episode of the Captain and the Real Deal podcast. On today's episode, them guys will bring you all the latest news and information for their respective teams, the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Damen und Herren, it's time for the podcast featuring Captain Fook and Billy Gold, aka The Real Deal. This is the only place that's talking Hawks and Kings, but to be specific, we're talking Seattle Seahawks and Minnesota Vikings. So strap up. We're taking you on a fantastic voyage, unlike any you've ever been on, so sit back and get ready to set sail to the emerald-rich lands of the Seattle Seahawks and the treasure-filled valleys of the Minnesota Vikings, with your hosts, Captain Fook and Billy Gold, aka The Real Deal. Let's get it.
and the 12s.
1-2s.
Welcome to the Week 6 recap episode of the Captain and the Real Deal podcast. I'm Billy Gold, along with my co-host, Captain Book.
Here I am. Let's go.
And the Maverick, our production engineer, Mike Top Gun Cruz. As always, we're going to bring you another great episode today, and we're going to recap the Week 6 matchups and then take a preview of the Week 7 matchups. Vikings have a bye, so I'll be, watching the Red Zone channel. There's a little promo for the Red Zone channel. As always, I suggest you fill up your solo cup, sit back, and get ready to keep on.
Keeping on.
D-Train, keeping on.
There's that clue. Finally dropped the clue for the old school crew.
Hey, Cap.
My man.
You ready to roll?
I am always ready to roll, brother. You know, there was a massive bird fight in the Emerald Nation this weekend. Classic heroes versus villains. Cannot wait to talk about it. Be Gold. You know my question. Are you ready to go?
I'm always ready.
Let's get it.
You know, even if I lose, or when I say I mean the Vikings lose, I'm more amped up then than when we win. Because I'm just looking for a reason to get amped up when we win.
Hey, nothing like the W, baby.
All right. Let's get to the Vikings recap.
Can we get some music for that, man? There we go.
The Dolphins, they win the coin toss. And like everyone else, except for last week for us, they defer. So the Vikings get the kickoff started at the 25-yard line. Classic Vikings. 3 and out.
Here we go.
Punt to the Dolphins. 25-yard line. There's a fumble.
Uh-oh.
There's a fumble.
Talk it out. Talk it out.
Dolphins recover.
All right. It's all right.
All right, let's get that shell defense lined up for Minnesota. Come on, Donatel. Donatel.
Favorite D.
Bend but don't break. Dolphins drive to the 35-yard line, but are sacked back to the 43 and forced to punt.
Woo!
Yes. Vikings take over on their 5-yard line. All right, you got to be a little conservative here. 3 and out.
1, 2, 3, and you're out.
So 2 drives, 2 3 and outs. What's next? The mighty hero.
Here we go. Let's go.
Mighty Ryan Wright. A 73-yard punt.
That's a bomb.
73 yards, flips the field. So the Dolphins got to start at their 18-yard line. And we got the shell defense ready to go. So they drive down the field again. Awful defense so far. Awful. More shell defense. The Dolphins had 5 penalties on the drive.
Wow.
So are finally forced to punt. The most penalties on a drive in the NFL this season.
That's a lot. 5 in one drive.
One drive. Punt goes for a touchback. Vikings start on their 20-yard line. End of the first quarter. Pretty quick, huh?
Very fast.
Pretty quick. Vikings got to get something going here. 2 3 and outs. Cousins and the offense. 3 and out again. 3 and out. 3 times in a row.
Oh, not good.
3 and
Not
out
looking
again.
good.
Punt. Coming into this game, the Dolphins defense only forced 3 3 and outs all season. They got 3 in the first quarter.
It's not a good omen, or is it?
It's not a good start.
No.
All right, Dolphins take over on their 28-yard line. Vikings get a sack on 3rd down from linebacker Jordan Hicks. And the Dolphins go 3 and out. Punt. All right. Good punt, though. So the Vikings start on their 16-yard line. We got to get it going. We got to mix it up. We got to do a jet sweep. We got to do a screen pass. We got to do a slant.
Get a little misdirection, something.
Throw the ball deep. Let's do something. 3 and out again. 4th consecutive.
Oh.
4th consecutive time.
Not good.
Punt.
That's a rough start.
What's going on in this game?
That's painful.
Dolphins, they start on their 37-yard line. Former Viking quarterback Teddy Bridgewater has to enter the game as Skylar Thompson injured his thumb on the throwing hand, hitting a helmet on the last play of the previous drive. Nobody said anything until this drive started. So here we got Teddy Bridgewater into the game. Teddy Two Gloves Bridgewater. The Dolphins, with Teddy at the helm, drive in the Vikings territory, but are stopped at the 27-yard line and settle for a 44-yard field goal to go up 3-0. Vikings, right now, are being outplayed and outcoached. It's been tough to watch. Tough to watch.
How you feeling about your coach? You good?
No.
You wanted the guy in New York, the ball.
I wanted the ball. What's his record?
They're
5-1.
I think they're
5-1.
4-1 or 5-1?
5-1. Same as us.
Wow.
Same as us.
Well done.
Vikings started the 25-yard line after the kickoff and finally get a first down. Finally get a first down. We're in the second quarter.
Got to move the sticks.
Jefferson and Thielen each have 2 catches on the drive. Cousins finishes the drive up with a 2-yard TD pass to Irv drop ball Smith. Vikings go 7 plays, 75 yards, and they take the lead 7-3. Nice drive. But overall, not thrilled. Not easy to watch. Not easy on my eyes. Dolphins started on their 47-yard line. You want to know why?
Tell us.
Because of a face mask penalty on the kickoff. So they got it out to the 32, and a 15-yard face mask started the 47-yard. The drive does stall at the 34-yard line of the Vikings, and they miss a 52-yard field goal attempt. Still up 7-3. Vikings, because of the missed field goal, get to take over and start at their own 42-yard line. Good field position. The field is switched again. We're up 7-3. This is the time to go get that early knockout punch to take the life out of them.
Exactly.
Hammer them, run it down their, the gut, whatever you got to do.
Get after them.
Get after them. 3 and out.
This is a consistent and ugly
3
theme.
and out. Punt.
Not fun.
Dolphins take over on their 12-yard line. So Mr. Mighty Ryan Wright did the job again.
Okay, field position.
Inside the 20. On the drive, Dolphins are moving. But Harrison Smith gets an interception at the Dolphins' 43-yard line. If you got a chance to watch this play, the ball between him and Eric Kendricks, they're rolling over each other's back. The ball's bouncing around, hits helmets, it hits hands, it hits shoulder pads. Finally, it rolls across Smith's body and just falls into his hands.
And he makes it happen?
And he makes it happen.
Nice. You got to have those type of plays every once in a while.
We get the ball back at the Dolphins' 43-yard line. And a pass interference penalty against Thielen gets the ball to the Dolphins' 21-yard line. Drive stalls there. Field goal attempt, 34 yards by Greg. The leg Joseph is good. 10-3 at halftime. So I call him Greg the Leg, but we're going to talk about something later in the show about what his special teams coach calls him.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Don't forget to share that with us.
10-3, halftime. Halftime. All right, second half. Dolphins starting at the 25-yard line. They're trying to mimic us. 3 and out. They try a fake punt. Trying to take one from our playbook. And it gets stopped. Nice. Safety, Josh Metellus made the play. Sniffed it out. Didn't get there. They didn't get there. So the Vikings, they get to start at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. And what happens?
Tell us.
They go nowhere. Matter of fact, they go 11 yards backwards.
That's what I'm talking about.
We can't even try a field goal. We got to punt.
Oh, man. Going in reverse is not what you want to do.
Right, so we punt. Mighty Ryan Wright.
Does he flip the script again?
Punts to the 9-yard line.
Wow, this guy's earning his money.
The mini fridge they call them in college and high school.
That's good.
Does the job.
That's what you need him to do. Dolphins
started their 9, and Vikings defensive end Patrick Jones filling in on the day because DJ Wanham was out. On third down, gets his second sack of the day, and the Dolphins, following the Vikings script, go 3 and out and punt. Vikings starting their 41-yard line. This is the time.
Let's go. Time's running out.
Time.
Yeah,
It's go time.
Time is fleeting.
It's go time. We're in the second half. You've already wasted all your 3 and outs. It's go time, right?
Hopefully, let's find out.
No, it's go time. This is the time.
It should
Cousins
be.
and the crew. Check down Kurt. This is the time. 3 and out. What's going on?
Is their defense
Three and
that
out.
good? Where's JJ? What's going on?
I haven't said his name all
Where's
day, right?
Osborne? What the heck is
There's
happening?
nothing happening. Punt.
I haven't heard you mention a running back or nothing.
We punt.
A lot of punting.
Where does it go to? Inside the 20, the 12-yard line.
Wow.
Mighty Ryan Wright does it again.
Wow, he's doing everything he can.
Dolphins pinned back on their heel. This guy's a weapon.
He is.
He's a weapon.
He is.
Dolphins, they're saying, we got to play some catch up here, down 10-3. Let's get the offense going. 3 and out.
What is happening?
3 and out.
Are you,
3 and out.
I got it. We got questions after your recap.
3 and out. Punt. All right. the punt. Former Eagle, recently picked up by the Vikings, Jalen Reagor. He returns the punt 23 yards. The Vikings start on the Dolphins' 49-yard line. Ready to go inside their territory this time. It's 3rd down.
Don't say it.
3rd and manageable.
Don't say it.
No. 3rd and manageable. Cousins. He's sacked on 3rd down. 3 and out.
What?
8 3 and outs on the day for the Vikings alone.
That was okay. You answered that question for me.
So wait,
Holy
8 3 and outs.
That's amazing.
8 3 and outs and only 7 first downs. We got more 3 and outs than first downs. Punt.
Well, what did he put this inside the 1?
Inside the 20 again to the 14-yard line. Mighty Ryan Wright is actually he's helping.
This guy's good.
He's helping this
He's
3 and
saving
outs.
you from getting blown out.
Dolphins do get a first down, but they are forced to punt. And the Vikings start on their 27-yard line. The ground game to now has produced nothing today.
Come on, get a splash play. Get us a splash
today.
play. Come on, we need it.
There is a splash play, but it's Cousins to Jefferson. 47 yards down to the Dolphins' 8-yard line.
I'll take it.
End of the third quarter.
Let's
Now,
go.
yeah, I know.
Time for the money quarter. This is where all the marbles shake
All right,
out.
Vikings 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Cousins settles in,
Finally. Took him a little while.
and he gets to Thielen for a 4-yard TD. Thielen.
All right.
Yeah, Thielen, a touchdown machine. That was actually his 51st touchdown.
Wow.
Where we talked about last week how many undrafted players, and he was tied with, I forget who with 4th, but now he's totally alone in 3rd.
Good for him.
And I think Gates from San Diego led that.
Good for Thielen.
All right, here's what happens. Joseph misses the extra point.
Oh, what?
He misses the extra point.
Snake bitten. It is Halloween month.
Cut this guy. It's unbelievable. I'm nauseous.
What's going on?
I'm nauseous. I am nauseous.
After all those 3 and outs, you waste a point.
Kickers. Anyway, we're up 16-3, and I'm still nauseous.
Can understand it.
Okay, Dolphins start at the 25-yard line. They drive down the field, and they score a TD. Thanks for the shell defense. Bend but don't break, but let them score. 16-10. Vikings get the ball back. The touchback start at the 25-yard line. They got to respond. Field goal. We got to get points. It's 16-10. It's the ninth. 3 and out.
That is fantastic.
9, 3 and out.
That's fantastic.
Punt. What happens? Punt to the 20-yard line.
Okay, his legs getting a little tired.
They're getting a little
Still a
tired,
good
but
punt, though.
the Dolphins on the drive decide to go for it on 4th and 5 at their 47-yard line.
Really?
And they get it. They get
It's
it.
a tough day. You don't know where this game is going at this point.
I'm deflated at this point. 16-10. They get the 4th down. Next play. Harrison Smith forces the fumble after a completed pass.
He's a baller.
Fumble recovered by Cameron Bynum, our safety. Vikings take over on their 41-yard line.
Let's hear how they do it.
Woo!
Finish strong, Minnesota.
2nd down. Dalvin Cook, 53 yards to the house. We'll talk about that
Now
later.
you're talking.
Talk
We
about that
better
later.
talk about that later.
We go for the 2-point conversion because Greg No leg Joseph can't kick an extra point.
Wow.
Vikings go up 24-10. We're in the fourth quarter, so I'm feeling pretty good.
You should.
Feeling pretty good. Dolphins, started their 25-yard line and are poised to make a dent.
In the armor. In the Viking shield.
Pat Pete with the pick.
Oh, there we go.
And the Vikings take over the Dolphins' 48-yard line.
The OG.
This is it. This is the time to seal it. It's 24-10. Run some plays. Run some clock. Beat them up.
Turn into Pac-Man. Eat that clock up.
Eat the clock. The Vikings.
Don't say it, please.
They run 3 straight times.
Come on.
And the Dolphins use all of their timeouts. 3 and out for the Vikings.
Hey, are you serious?
3 and out for the Vikings. A punt.
10?
10.
Oh,
10,
my goodness.
3 and outs.
This is fantastic.
I tried to research if it was a record. I could not find that data.
Wow.
I couldn't find it.
If there's a record that past that, it's probably owned by us.
Yes. So the Dolphins started their 17-yard line. Mighty Ryan Wright did it again inside the 20-yard line. They drive down the field and score, and they go for 2. I don't know why, but they don't get it.
Good.
So it's 24-16. Time for the onside kick.
How much time we got? What are we working with? Under a minute? Under 2 minutes?
like 24 seconds.
Oh, boy.
The onside kick.
Let's go.
It's recovered by the Vikings! Yes! Yes!
Oh, that's love.
Yes!
That's love right there.
The Vikings take a kneel and win.
That's a good thing.
24-16.
Ups and downs as usual.
I got some final thoughts.
Every week.
I realize this is a new coaching staff. It takes time. And we are 5-1. Record speaks for itself. But as a longtime Vikings fan, not fans, I need to see more. We got a 2-game lead, actually 3, because we beat Green Bay in the division, is nice, but I'm not comfortable. Minnesota will now have 2 weeks to prepare for the next contest in Week 8 against the Cardinals. Inside our house.
The Cards are coming to town.
Right, the U.S. Bank Stadium. The Vikings can feel good about being one of the few NFL teams with 5 wins through the first 6 weeks. So let me get to the game balls, and then we're going to turn it over to you for your recap. Game balls. I didn't mention him a lot, but he was huge on this game. Linebacker Zadarius Smith, one of our big offseason acquisitions, totaled 10 QB pressures, which tied the most pressures in the game since 2016 for him. And he had 2 sacks on 40 pass rushes. So 1 out of 4 times he got there.
Putting his work in.
Linebacker Patrick Jones, filling in for DJ Wonnum, also had 2 big sacks that's ended drives.
On the downbeat.
Cornerback Patrick Peterson, he performed well in coverage all day, and then in the fourth quarter, he picked off Teddy Two Gloves Bridgewater to give the Vikings the ball back with just over 3 minutes left in the game. And finally, punter, Mighty Ryan Wright, your nickname, after his only punt last week traveled 15 yards, the Mighty One began his afternoon in Miami with a booming 73-yard punt from his own end zone. He placed 6 of 10 punts inside the 20-yard line, which constantly changed field position. And the reason why we got 3 skull horns there is because with this performance, Mighty Wright received the Special Teams Player of the Week award. Nice job, Mighty Wright.
Good job for him. Now, a couple of quick questions before we transition, if you're done.
I'm done.
Number 1, did your punter need crutches to get to the bus after the game?
No, he's a big dude. He's like 6'4", 230. He might need a sandwich.
Did he thank the offense for not being able to move the rock on 10 occasions with the 3 and outs?
No, he had nothing to say because he kicked a 15-yard punt last week. Just do your job.
Did Miami bring a Hall of Fame defense to the game? Why were you guys getting so dissected 10 times for 3 and outs. What was the deal?
There's still a learning curve with the new establishment here. Cousins is not clicking. He has moments or brief periods.
So you didn't see a pattern at all? He wasn't checking in or checking out of plays? You didn't see a pattern?
I did. He's captain check down.
Okay.
And what the Dolphins did is they clogged the middle. So a lot of Minnesota's game plan looked like it was centered toward the middle. So they had to adjust and throw the out pass and see what they got out there. So I don't think they were prepared for what the defense presented. They were clogging up the middle.
That's not good to hear, especially if you don't adjust after halftime. But hey, it is what it is. You get out of there with a W.
It's a win.
And it's time for y'all to stroll on down the road back home.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna rest our wounds and you're
gonna need to.
And we hope you guys, after your recap, tell me that you beat Arizona up enough that that we can rest easy for our Week 7 game.
You have some angry birds coming to town, but I will tell you one thing that you need to do to guarantee victory against the Cardinals, and it's going to be up to your defense to do it. So don't forget to remind me about that little nugget. Okay. All right, let's flip it up. I don't have any background music yet, but it's all good.
No, it might, by the time we edit this might be there. Yeah.
So check it out. We had a home game at Lumen Stadium. Emerald Nation is on fire. Last time we were in there, we felt good about how we did stuff, even though we didn't get the win. So we needed to avenge ourselves since the last win at home, which was against the Denver Broncos with the quarterback that you may or may not know. So we win the toss. We defer because that's what we do. We kick off the ball, and we start with our defense in front of the 12s. The Cards start on their 19-yard line, and it's time for, like I said, our defense to show up. So in a lot of minds, we have the worst run defense in the league. We're giving up over 170 yards a game on the ground, the most unfeared run defense in the league. Your guy, Boye Mafe, not from the Vikings, but from the Minnesota University Gopher, he starts. This is second week, I think, starting in a row. First play of the game, Kyler Murray breaks off for a huge splash play off the right tackle for 42 big ones.
Ouch.
This is a familiar sight for us. Not feeling good coming out the gate. It's a huge chunk play. So now it's 1st and 10 on our 33-yard line. And they're already in our territory, close to the red zone, by the way. So let's move to 3rd and 6. Rondale Moore, I don't know if he's a rookie, but he's a fast receiver, very quick twitch type of guy. He gets a little hitch route, does a shake and bake, and works his way to the 3-yard line after a 26-yard gain. Really quickly there, we got our backs up against the wall.
Did he get hurt on that play? Isn't he out?
Not on that play. He got banged up later. You guys may not have to see him.
He's out.
I don't want to speak on that, but yeah,
he's out.
He's out. He won't have to impact your team this year.
I think IR. Yep.
So, it is what it is. So they're on the 3-yard line. They run a ball up the middle. They get stuck. It's 2nd and goal. Kyler Murray runs a little option route, keeps it, gets stretched out to the sideline. That's unusual because we usually give up the edge. They flattened him out, stretched him to the sideline. He lost a few yards. I'm liking that. It's 3rd and goal on the 5 now. Incomplete pass on the left. I mean, unless he was throwing it to the 4-yard line. If he was throwing it to the 4-yard line, the 4-yard line was wide open and it dropped the ball. But there was nobody there. It was an ugly-looking pass, to be honest with you. So, what happens next? Do they punt? Do they go for it? Do they go for a field goal?
That coach always goes for it, right?
They went for the field goal unit. They came out
really?
There. Yep. And they hit it. It's 4th and goal from the 5. And you know what? The guy was spot on.
Oh, something fell again.
Yeah. So it's 3-0. It's okay. It's 3-0. It is what it is. Could this be a trend? We're going to find out. So the Hawks get the rock. And then, again, this is the first points that the Cardinals have scored all year in the first quarter. That was something that was made known. So let's see how they do against your defense. But anyway, it's 1st and 10 after we get the ball back on our 25. Guess what happens? False start by the rookie, Abe Lucas on the right. Not happy. 1st and 15. I'm almost heated. And I'm like, what? So now we're on the 20-yard line.
Your attention says you're working.
We're on the 20-yard line. Check this out, though. We work it to 3rd and 5. Hats off to Shane Waldron. This is early in the game, and we're putting a card on the table for who knows when. It's a direct snap to the rookie, Kenneth Walker III. But what happens is that as soon as he hikes the ball, the center to the running back who's just off to the left. Geno Smith jumps up in the air like it's an over-the-head high snap.
I've seen the play. Yep. Not that play, but
just enough to freeze a couple of defenders. And my man, KW, the third, breaks off to the right for 16 yards and moves the sticks for a Seattle first down. That's what we're trying to get all day. So no 3 and out on that one, thank goodness. The next play, another dose of Kenneth Walker III, rookie out of Michigan State University, Doak Walker Award winner on our roster. Why'd you draft a running back? Because Pete Carroll and John Schneider know what they're doing. That's why.
Because you didn't have any.
We did. Rashad Penny. And then Seattle Socrates has DJ Dallas and Travis Homer.
What's the career of Rashad Penny and this Homer of a Homer?
Anyway,
what are we talking about? You need a running back.
Broke off to the right
Good
for
player.
34,
Actually, could be a great player.
Yard. If he stays healthy, there's no stopping the guy. Plus, if he keeps wearing that emerald green and the blue, it's a wrap. He's a serious game breaker, though. I love his balance, his vision, his burst, his heart.
Yep.
And
Seahawkism.
He moves the sticks. Yeah, and he's a hawk, baby. He's in the family. So the next play, we get a busted play. And Geno scrambles. He almost takes a hit. He takes a club to the head. The refs don't call it. Geno tried to make a plea for the call, but it's all right. You know what? Don't call it.
They miss.
That's okay. Don't call it. It just makes us feel a certain type of way.
So, interrupt here.
Go.
No, this is a question about the NFL.
Yeah.
And I think there's a couple coaches that have already said, if you're going to give us challenges, let us challenge a couple things. And if we lose, like a blow to the head,
Yeah.
and you win that one, that's a game. That's something that will help the game.
Yeah.
So if we miss, just keep us what we have. So keep the challenges numbers the same. But if you get it wrong, you lose one. But
I like that. So you're saying basically be able to challenge anything. You get a certain amount of challenges per half.
right. Well, no, per game, whatever it is now, maybe add one to it.
Yeah, maybe 2 in the. Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? So challenge anything.
Because if it's a rule.
if it's a rule and it's going to change the game, and you're calling
Absolutely.
it's a rule, I think that should be implemented.
I agree. So anyway, let's move on a little bit. After that little scramble by Geno in the first quarter, we're still in the first quarter here.
First quarter.
Yeah, he throws a. He's a little bit late on a pass that he throws to DK Metcalf that would have landed him in the end zone. It would have been a heck of a catch. And DK's been going up in the air a lot and making some pretty impressive plays. Sometimes you're getting called back by penalty. Sometimes there's no penalty. This one was kind of a late rock thrown to him by Geno. So he misses it. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and 6. Geno drops back, and the pocket collapses on him. Not good. So he's sacked. And it's 4th and 12. Jason Michael Myers, representing Halloween month, comes in and knocks down a 39-yard field goal right down the center of the uprights.
I picked him up in my fantasy team this week. So
Did you play him this week?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wise move.
Yeah, I got him for next week, too.
Smart move.
Against Seattle Socrates.
Next week, it'll be all extra points.
But against Seattle Socrates, no, I'm thinking it's a 7 field goal. 7 field goal week.
So we get it. It's tied up 3-3. Still
Oh, wait,
in the first quarter.
if it's only extra points next week, he's going to get 1?
He'll get 1 and maybe another point for a couple yards or something like that. He'll help you out. But we getting touchdowns next week, baby.
That's what I'm saying. So he's going to get 1 extra point next week, and now he's going to get 1?
No, he's going to get like 6 probably.
You're going to score 42 points against the Chargers?
It's
We're
possible.
not even on picks
The
yet.
offense may score
you already
3 or
got
4,
40.
the defense may score a
So
couple.
let's fast forward to the picks. He's already got the Seahawks scoring 42.
I don't have him scoring 42.
Yeah, you did. You said 6
they
extra
could score
points.
42. It's not out of the question.
Again.
It could absolutely happen. You're talking about Seattle,
It might be
man.
out of your mind, but it's not out of the question.
Man, please. Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, I will not get 6 extra points.
No confidence, but we're used to that. It's all good. So Arizona's moving the ball on their next drive. And aside from their 2 big splash plays, they don't have a lot of space. And this is something that I noticed throughout the game. All the way through the game, once we settled down on D, when they would catch the ball, our DBs were right there. When they would run the rock, our DBs, D linemen, were doing their job, and the backers were making some good plays, scraping off the defensive line who weren't giving up a whole lot of push. So that was exciting to see. It was a good trend. So it's still the first quarter, and I see Kyler Murray looking frustrated with his receivers. This is the tip for your team right here. If you can disrupt their receivers and mess with their flow and get Kyler out of his game early, you have an amazing opportunity to win. That team is about this close from turning on each other. And it's going to start or stop with Kyler Murray. So we'll see what you do with that information. I'm not sure if you're going to do anything with it, but we'll see.
I'm doing something there. I'm writing notes. I'm doing something there.
Hey, do what you got to do. It's all good. I know it's going to come back at us.
No.
So I'm liking my D-line and backers. Like I said, our DBs are on it. 56 seconds left to go in the first quarter with Arizona on our 20. It's 2nd and 3. A receiver named running back named Keontae Ingram gets the ball, and Poona Ford gets in, twists him up. His penetration was fantastic. He hasn't had a lot of run lately, but he had some run in this game, and he had his name called quite a bit. And I've always liked him, so I was glad to see him actually get out there and rock and roll. So he was on it, and then the next play, it was 3rd and 6. A.J. Green gets the pass just short of the first down, and Jordan Brooks, our linebacker, is glued to him and immediately blasts him, forcing the 4th and 6. At this point, the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, Cliff Kingsbury, makes a phone call to Dan Campbell, the coach of the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, he's a clown.
And asks for advice. Coach, do I go for it on 4th down or do I punt and take care of my team? Dan said, go for it, Cliff. Be a king. So it's 3rd and 4. He goes for it. Incomplete pass to Rondale Moore. They were on our 20. It's a turnover on downs. I'm liking this, B. Gold. I'm liking this a lot.
We talked about it during the game. I kept saying to you, why is this guy could have kicked 3 field goals? What's he doing?
What's this trend about always wanting to go for it on 4th?
Analytics.
Play the field. That's why you got punters like your guy.
That's why we like old school music, because it should be old school play calling.
Love.
Exactly. So it's the same with play calling.
Exactly.
Stop thinking that you can make
play. Stop.
There's a reason they've done it this way for years and years and years and years. It's blocking and tackling.
And field position.
Yes.
Flip the script. If you don't do that, you run the risk of getting your team executed in there. Who wants to go through that?
They're looking for the easy victory. The life now of the younger generation is easy victory.
Well, I'm going to move on. Second quarter, it's our turn. We get it to 3rd and 1. And then, boom! A man named J.J. Watt introduces himself to our running back, Kenneth Walker III. And that's that.
Oh, wait.
I mean,
wait. He
blasted him.
Did we move to the Bam Bam moment of the week?
No, not yet. Although that might qualify, but my Bam Bam awards.
You had a Bam Bam moment against your team right there?
That was a boom. Not a Bam Bam. There's a big difference.
Oh, okay. All
There's
right.
a big difference. If you read comic books, there's a big difference between Bam and Boom.
I'm just making sure. It sounded, I almost thought I heard Bam, but it might have been Boom.
Oh, that's funny. So they get the ball back, and then thanks to a Uchenna Nwosu, I love saying his name, sack, we make them actually punt the next time. So 10 minutes, 19 seconds left in the second quarter. And my guy, Will Dissly, signed the correct contract. Don't care what nobody says.
Wait. There's a rumor.
Let's hear the rumor.
Yeah, there's a rumor. Either Disley or Fant's going to be traded.
Who started the rumor? Let's hear the source. I love rumors because they don't mean jack.
Because you don't need 2 tight ends.
Who does it? We need 3.
They're saying you don't need 2. So because you're playing for that. You're playing for that high pick.
Who's the source?
I'll send you
for no high pick. We're playing for the Super Bowl.
I'll send you the article.
Okay.
And anyway, the tight end's going to
Will Dissly, Noah Fant, Kobe Parkinson gonna get some playoff rings.
We didn't Parkinson. Oh, they weren't talking about him. It's Fant.
Don't disrespect that man.
It's Fant or Disley, and one of them is going to be on the Vikings squad.
Well, you probably could use them because they're all ballers, and that's what we have in our roster are ballers.
Yeah.
So Will Dissly catches a crosser.
Is that people who cry? Baller, when you say ball, is that people who cry? Because that's what Darren Wall is doing.
It's a nice pickup for a first down, Top Gun. You listening to me, Top Gun? So we move the sticks. D. Eskridge, Kobe Parkinson.
Hey, wait, D. Eskridge, didn't Seattle Socrates pick him up for 1 week and cut him?
He picked up DJ Dallas.
Oh, okay.
He picked up DJ Dallas. But what I'm saying is that you heard me say Kobe Parkinson a moment ago. I just mentioned him again. Geno at this point is starting to slice and dice on this Arizona Cardinal defense. And with 3 minutes and just with just
still
over
in the
8
first
minutes
quarter?
to go, we're in the second. With just over 8 minutes to go, and they give the pill again to Kenneth Walker III.
Yep.
He gets a first down, moves the sticks.
Beast. I like him.
We go to 3rd and 2, and the tight end runs into the running back and messes the play up. So we bumble up against ourselves. Nothing that Arizona did at all. They never stopped us. We had some blunders on our own that messed us up. That was encouraging. We got to clean it up, though. So we played a points game because Pete Carroll's good for that. Kick the field goal. Why not? Our defense is playing good. We're at home. Offense is moving the ball. The siren is working. It's 6-3 Seattle. Let's go. Ain't worried about it. Nothing to worry about. So we move on. We get them to a 3rd and 8 now in the 4 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the second quarter. A beautifully executed blitz package by Clint Hurt and his team that results in Ryan Neal, number 26, getting a sack. And Ryan Neal didn't get a lot of run at the beginning of the game or the season. He was kind of nursing an injury. And then when Jamal went out, we were hoping he would get back faster. We had Michael Jackson playing ball back there, and I forget the other guy's name. Doing good.
Wait. You forgot a Seahawks guy's name?
I'll get his name.
How's that possible?
I'll get his name.
That's an open item. You forgot a Seahawks guy's name?
Tell me, don't worry, it's coming.
Man, I thought you knew their birth dates and then we're...
And their zodiac signs.
Exactly.
I don't know it all.
What is going on here?
This
is a shift in policy here.
He's not getting as much run and bringing him in as situational plays, which is probably better because Ryan Neal's every down DB. He's balling. So he gets the sack, shut down the drive, 2nd and 10. Kyler drops back and tries to drop a pass to Darrell Taylor. Or he tries to drop a pass and Darrell Taylor gets his hands on Kyler's arm and messes up his throw. So we're getting pressure on this guy, which is something else he does not like. That throw that we got out of his hands turns into a fumble. Recovered by Arizona. It's fine, whatever. 3rd and 22. Rondale Moore gets a short pass, and we get him to the 4th and 14. We get the team to the fourth down and 13. And then they punt with 55 seconds left. And again, I noted that they never stopped us in the first half.
Oh, first half?
Yeah, I'll speed through the second half. I want to lay some groundwork in this first one. So a few assignment blunders here and there, and then the clock, management, not bad, but that's where we messed up. So 3rd and 14 with 14 seconds left. Jason Myers comes in again. We're in field goal position, so we kick a field goal. Drop it right down the middle again.
Worked for me. My fantasy team defeated an undefeated squad. So, yeah.
That's how you do it. You get somebody that's associated or affiliated with the Seahawks, and we can help elevate your game.
Exactly. Well, I traded him to you last year. He did nothing. I picked him up on waivers this year. He's winning this year. He's winning this year.
He is. Good for him. And good for y'all. So it's 9-3 halftime. It's 9-3 is halftime.
All right.
It's officially a nice bird fight here. So I'm going to speed through the second half.
Field goal fight? Is that where we're here?
It's just, field position, some mistakes here and there, but we're not getting dominated. We're handling our business. And I know that the Cardinals were feeling like, dang, we're not overcoming these guys. Matter of fact, they seem to be getting stronger.
Who was the home team?
And faster and wiser.
Who was the home team?
The Emerald Nation.
Okay.
All the 12s, everybody in the building.
So that really makes it 9-6 if you do math.
Yeah, it's 9-6. It is. It's one of those games. Yeah. I thought it would be a shootout, to be quite honest with you, because our defense hadn't really stepped up like this. But if you recall last week, I had said at the end of the show, the word on the street is that the defense is going to show up, and I'm counting on it, and I'm believing on that. And they showed up.
They did.
Because my street sources are solid. Just like the real deals. So let's move to the third quarter.
Let's do that.
All right. We start the rock off with our drive because we deferred, and so
we know we know what it is.
They started that trend. So anyway, we end up with a 9-play drive, eat up 58 yards in 5 minutes, and we finish it with another field goal to help out your fantasy
That's
team.
how I got my 12 points. Yep, right
we
there.
We help everybody. We're a giving city. So now here's where we roll. Arizona gets the ball, starting to get to crunch time for them. It's like, third quarter. They get a 4-play drive. I'm not liking that. 54 seconds, and Chris Banjo fumbles and recovers it in the end zone. And, of course, it's a TD against us because we're punting from our freaking back line. There's no room for the punter to move. As soon as he gets the ball, pressure's in his face. His real only option is either to try to kick it and get his hips broken or try to get out of the end zone and force the defense to come on the field. I guess another option is to fumble the ball and give up a touchdown, which is what he did. So that's 2 weeks in a row where he's had some trouble, but that one wasn't really on him. He had pressure immediately. So did we hit the panic button? Of course not. Why?
Oh wait, what? So they go for a 2-point conversion and didn't get it? Because how did we get to 9 and not 10?
Let's see. Their PAT failed.
Oh, PAT failed.
Yeah, their kicker came in.
Was Greg Joseph kicking for them?
No. But the kicker came in. He was so scared because he had been watching.
Scared because the Seahawks.
His comrades are getting hit all day so hard. He didn't know what was going on, and he thought he might get hit.
Okay.
So anyway, he hurts his team honestly with that. I know it's hard for you. it's hard, but that's how we roll.
I love story time.
I hear you. Me too. I do too. So anyway, it's 9-12. We move to the fourth quarter. 13 minutes and 24 seconds left.
Yeah. And you know what? Before we go any further,
What?
there's a segment coming up where you really can take this
And I
to
will.
the house.
And I will.
Okay.
Hey, that's what happens. The Seahawks score a touchdown, and that pretty much seals the deal. It's 19-9. That's the final
You can
score.
do your dancing in a little
I
bit.
will dance. I might do some push-ups or something. But anyway, that bird fight is over. The real birds that were supposed to win, the Seahawks, got it done against the
So
Cardinals.
the Cardinals 2-4 now? Is that their record?
What are they? They came in. What is their record? That's one thing I don't really care about. As long as they take the L with us.
Well, they're in your division. You should want to care.
I know that they're not ahead of us in the division. They're the last team in our division. But let me get you their record.
I think they're 2-4.
Let me get you their record though. Yeah, they are 2-4.
All right, so I've kind of chimed in along the way here.
You got enough in?
I got enough in. So do we have a tip of the cap from the cap? What's going on with
Absolutely. I got a tip of the cap from the cap, and it has to go to Jason Michael Myers.
On the Real Deals Fantasy Squad. Yep, good pickup. Thank you.
Yeah, well done. Well done. Seahawks helping other people. We're a giving crew.
Why wasn't he your kicker?
We don't need him.
Oh, you don't need him.
We got a kicker on our fantasy squad. We're okay.
So you're saying the kicker
Long
on
as
your
I got-
fantasy, the kicker on your fantasy squad is
We're
better than the
good.
Seahawks kicker?
Anyway,
is that what I'm hearing?
An official tip of the cap to you, my
that
man
what-
Jason
Is that what I'm hearing?
Myers, a.k.a. Michael
Come on,
Myers.
is the kicker on your squad
4
better
for
than Jason
4,
Myers?
keeps us rolling with the defensive battle. We were never not in control. All right, that's my tip of
Jason,
the cap. You got something?
I'll send you an email, dude. He will not answer the question.
Let's keep it moving.
Any more tip of the caps from the cap other than
just the
Jason?
one. Just the one.
Any Bam Bam moments coming up here?
No, unfortunately. No.
Oh, you gave one that was
I
for
mean,
the
if I
other
were
team.
honestly going to give some Bam Bam awards this week, did you watch any of the New York Giants game?
No, but I do
my
know that on our
gosh.
podcast, I called out the coach who should have been hired by a lot of squads, including mine. Brian DeBall is pretty good.
Do you guys play the Giants this year? We do. They come to Seattle.
I think we play the Jets.
Their defense was absolutely tattooing people in the first quarter. I mean, tattooing them, putting the Giants emblem on their imprints everywhere they hit them.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
I don't have any open items for this week. Do you have any open items?
None.
All right, so let's move on to the new segment by the numbers. This is going to be this is going to be that long. So the Vikings that have worn a number 7, kicker Rick Danmeyer, 77-82, QB Tony Adams, forget it. He was there in the strike year.
Tony Adams?
Yeah, he was there in the strike year. So
right.
Kicker Ford Revis, he played for 5 years. Good kicker for the Vikings.
Wow.
He wasn't Fred Cox, but he was pretty good. QB Randall Cunningham, 1997 to 99. He had the 98 championship game. He had one really great season for us. The other one was okay. Kicker Morton Anderson, cup of coffee. QB Travaris Jackson.
Cup of coffee. Go ahead,
QB
Travaris Jackson.
career backup. Christian Ponder, QB, what a joke. Kicker Daniel Carlson, the franchise kicker that got away. Thanks, Zim. Appreciate that, Zim. You drafted him, and you cut him after one game, the opening game against Green Bay, after he missed a couple kicks. Cornerback Patrick Peterson, who just recently changed his number from 21 to 7. I love all these guys. They were Vikings.
That's how you should feel.
They never made any mistakes.
Oh, okay. Everybody pay attention. Pay attention. Psychology segment here. They didn't make any mistakes.
And I picked them every week,
And how did they do for you?
even if they weren't playing. I picked
You put them in anyway?
because they're Vikings.
Okay. That's how you do it.
That's how I hear it should be done.
You're so misled, my friend. That's not how it goes.
So
That's not how it
if I'm
goes.
going to pick any of them, I'm going to give Cunningham for the 1998 season. But
Just one season, though?
with the rest of the list is garbage.
Yeah. Tavares Jackson.
I'm being
how
the
long was
real
he there?
deal.
How long was Tavares there?
Doesn't matter. He never played. Yeah, I know he played for your squad too. How about this?
Yes, he did.
I love all these guys. They were Vikings.
Good for you. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you feel that way.
What do you got for number 7s?
I have 6 names. A one that you probably are very familiar with. Barry Bowman played from 87 to 87. I don't even think he played in a game. I never heard of the guy. Gail Gilbert, 85 to 86. Never heard of him. Blair Walsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not
Good
getting
luck
it.
with that.
John Kidner, what up to the dude from the house?
Yes. No,
He's in
I
consideration.
like John Kidner. I thought he was a serviceable quarterback.
Yep, absolutely. Tavares Jackson. That's our little fun fact. He played for both of us, number 7, but yeah. And then Geno Smith.
Geno Smith, yet to be determined.
Yeah, so you know what? Right now, on this list, it got to be John Kidner.
Kidner?
Yeah.
I would have.
Out of those numbers?
Wait. I'm taking Geno.
Geno got to keep it rolling, baby.
Did Kidner ever dominate
Kidner had
fantasy?
more than one
Did he ever
season.
dominate
Kidner had more
fantasy
than
like
one season
Geno?
to start. Geno's his first start.
Yeah, but Kidner never had over
games.
14 points in fantasy.
Give my man some time.
Geno
When
had
he's done,
33 in 1 week.
When Geno's done, he might jump over the guy, man. But right now, you got to give the love to the dude that put it in already. That's Kidner. Plus, he's from the Tack Town, baby. City of Destiny.
We'll take it.
Lincoln High School product, although Foss rocks it out. Y'all don't know about that unless you're from the City of Destiny, so I'll leave it alone.
We do not. But you're wrong.
Hey, everybody had a right to their own opinion. And I'm glad that you love all your players and start them regardless of what the circumstances are. That's cool.
I just have a feeling.
I don't do that.
I have a feeling of love for all the guys that play for the Vikings.
That's so funny. So misled. As Batman back in the old school would say, poor deluded child.
All right, let's get to fun fact number 1.
I know you're going to dig this.
The 2021 Vikings had a minus 73-point differential in the final 4 minutes of halves last season. By far, the worst in the NFL. To date, the Vikings are the best in the league. They went from worst to first.
Well done.
All right.
Love will take you a long way.
Fun fact number 2.
I know you're going to dig this.
Teams are now 0-8 when mocking the gritty during a game.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They mocked it hard. Was that
It was the tight end. It was the
Kelsey?
LA Rams tight end this week.
Yeah, he did it
No, not
forever.
the Dolphins tight end. Gesicki, yes.
Yeah, Gesicki. He's known for dancing too.
If he's known for dancing, I could.
His celebrations when he scores.
He better get a new.
But he kept doing it though. He was like all the way to the sideline.
I'm gonna bring my wife into this one. He needs a new choreographer to get him on that.
He should do his own stuff.
I got no not so fun facts, no ridiculous article of the week. So let's get to taking it to the house.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the undeniable and most reliable segment of the show. It's time to take it to the house. What Viking gets the nod? Does the Seahawk make it in? It takes a win and a house call to qualify. Be gold. Let's hear it.
Welcome to the 479, the home of the rhythm and the rhyme.
You hit the post, dude.
We'll never bow down to the other shows. The 479 is the one that knows. Not followers. We are leaders, exceeders, sharp as cleavers. As Snap would say, don't believe the hype. Ours is the show that's a prototype. The 479 is for sure legit. Can I get a witness? We make the picks during the show, making you the money, as you know. Helping you pick your fantasy squad back in the day was Ahmad Rashad. Lynch, Largent, Target, and Moss. With them in our lineup, there was no loss. HOUSE, 479 is where we be. The deal, the booth, and the gun. Sharing our knowledge, having some fun. Thanks for hanging and joining our flow. Week to week, another new show. House music will take us out. It's old school, there is no doubt. House music.
Cap. All right, Cap. Thank you for introducing that segment.
My pleasure.
We both have one taken into the house this week. Would you like to? You should lead the way here.
I have only one, so
All right.
I'll be glad to do it.
We only get one a week anyway.
I know it. So here's how it went down for the amazing Seattle Seahawks, ladies and gentlemen. 13 minutes and 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kenneth Walker, the third, a.k.a. K9, takes the handoff off to the right, and he takes it to the house after breaking. And when I say breaking, I mean breaking for a 70, let me just confirm, was that a 75-yard? Where's my notes at? That man took it for 75 yards. There was 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. And that's what happens if you make it to the house with the win. Well done, rookie.
All right, let's reset it.
Let's go, baby. Talk
Reset,
to us, Skull
reset.
Nation.
3 minutes, 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Vikings lead 16-10. 2nd and 4 from their own 47. Cousins hands off to Cook. Cook bounces out to the left. Sticks his foot in the ground.
Let's go, let's go.
And cuts it back inside. Breaks 2 tackles. Freezes the safety. Picks up a first down. And wait. He's gone. 40. 30. 20.
Take it.
Inside the 10.
Get in there.
To the 5. Touchdown. 53 yards. Cook to the house.
Nice. Gotta love it.
Ha!
Gotta love it.
That's our taking it to the house segment. we love that segment when we actually get to do it, because that means usually you can't do it if you don't win. So we're both doing it. We both won. Okay, let's get to breaking news this week.
Is it time for breaking news? Oh, yeah, it is breaking news. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
let's
I'm
get
jumping the gun like I am known to do.
Breaking news this week. Vikings just signed former Rams chief offensive linebacker Benton Whitley to the 50th man roster.
Okay.
He's 6'4", 260. He attended Holy Cross in Massachusetts. As a senior, he had 5.5 sacks, 11.5 total tackles for loss, which is big, and 49 total tackles, as well as a forced fumble. He went undrafted, signed with the Rams, ended up on their practice squad. The Chief poached him, and we poached him after the Chief poached him. So he's an interesting prospect because of his speed, bend, and work ethic. He gives the Vikings some additional depth in their outside locker room. We'll see how he plays out. Welcome to Minnesota.
Welcome to Skull Nation.
All right, so what do we got?
Treasure-filled valleys.
Exactly. So what do we got? I do have something for the real deal rant of the week, but I think we have the Monsterizer moment coming up right now.
Yes, we got to represent the month of October.
Absolutely. It's all you, Kev.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, your faithful orator, Philistine Craven, and it's about that time for the most glorifying, or sometimes horrifying, and maybe even mesmerizing. It's the Monsterizer moment of the week.
All right, Phyllis, still appreciate the intro, bro. So check it out. It's 3rd and 6 at the Seattle 39. Okay, it's the third quarter. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left. Kyler Murray is in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He scrambles to the left end to the Seattle 30 for 9 yards, picks up the first down, but it's not over yet, B. Gold. Kobe Bryant, number 8, the man from Cincinnati, played across from Sauce Gardner, the most coveted corner in the league, and actually he's balling for the New York Jets right now. Kobe Bryant decides to put Kyler Murray, Mr. Big Money, into the Monsterizer machine to change the game. He runs up on him, punches the ball out. What happens when the ball's out? For some bizarre reason, the other rookie from the University of Texas, San Antonio, Tyreek Woolen, I'm going to say his name a lot. He's on the spot like Johnny. Picks up the ball, recovers it at the Seattle 19, turnover on downs because of the coveted Monsterizer machine. Don't get put in there. It's dangerous, baby.
Well represented for the month of October.
Hey, we represent all the seasons out here. That was fun, though. That was a fun play. Hey,
right.
can I just speak on Tyreek Woolen real quick?
You can.
3 weeks ago, I wanted to say, man, this kid should be considered for Defensive Rookie of the Year. And I totally believe that right now. I don't have all of his stats in front of me, but I know he's got a bunch of picks, turnovers. He blocked a punt, or excuse me, it was a punt that turned into a touchdown. He's making tackles regularly.
An open item. We need the data for this dude.
Oh, I'll get the data.
Write it down. Open item.
I'll
That's
get
for
the
you.
data.
You got the data.
I got it. I'll take
if
care of
he's
that.
going to try and represent for Defensive Player of the Year,
I'll
we
get
need
it
some
to him.
data.
I'll get it
and
out.
we need to know who he's up against. So you got double duty.
Who he's up against?
Yeah, no.
Who's receivers?
No, what defensive player is outperforming him for this award? Who's he up
He's
against?
a corner, so I'll look at the corners only. How about I do that?
Yeah, we can start with that. But it's called Defensive Player of the Year, so it's not Defensive Cornerback of the Year. So.
I'll look at all
But
of
yeah,
it.
let's. There's guy. I believe if you
And I'm gonna tell you this too: you throw the ball towards him and see what happens to you if you're a quarterback in the NFL. You don't show that respect, you can get your chin checked.
yeah.
He is making people pay. He really is.
He's doing well.
And did I mention that he runs a 4.26 in this episode?
Is that faster than you and me?
Much faster. Oh, that's my guy though. Go Hawks.
It all matters on game day, and I got
Hawks.
game day.
Hey, they get it done on game day, baby.
But me and you have game day. We don't need to be 4-2.
No, we just got to get it done.
We're delivering.
Yeah, we got to deliver the goods.
All right. So I wasn't going to have a real deal rant of the week, but I didn't have one last week, and the Vikings win. The real deal usually tries to lay low, but let's tee it up.
All right, let's go.
All right. Our special teams coordinator, Matt Daniels, calls Viking kicker Greg Joseph G-Money. This dude has been anything but money in recent weeks. After earning the NFC Special Teams Player of the Week award in Week 4 against the Saints, Joseph G-Money has missed important kicks in consecutive weeks. This cannot continue. I got no money on my return for G-Money. On the season, his field goal percentage has dipped below 70%. Unacceptable.
That's
unacceptable.
pretty
9 of 13. He's been solid from under 50. But after showing up his leg throughout training camp and preseason, the hype has not produced results. This guy will cost us a game or two sometime this season. Let's be proactive, not reactive, and get rid of this guy.
That's the real deal, y'all. The real deal is in the building. I've been waiting for you.
Get rid of this guy.
You got to speak your mind. Sometimes it's hard.
Let's move on.
All right. B Gold is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Outside the box.
No, it's not a split personality. It's two different people.
We're going to do outside the box segment.
Let's do it.
We love the Vikings. Of course we do. They do nothing wrong. They're Vikings. All right. Why Odell Beckham Jr. could sign with the Vikings?
Let's hear it.
The O'Connell connection. Beckham had a really good relationship with the Vikings coach in L.A., and more importantly, he had success playing in a system that O'Connell has now incorporated into the Vikings. Beckham also has plenty of friends in the Viking locker room. That includes fellow LSU alums Daniel Hunter,
And JJ.
Ed Ingram, Pat Pete, and most importantly, Pro Bowl receiver JJ Justin Jefferson.
Dynamite.
And JJ has said that he and Beckham are like brothers. This would be a good get for the Vikings.
Check this out. Remember when he went to L.A., people were thinking he might be some sort of a disruption in the locker room. I didn't hear one story about any of that.
No, he's matured.
He has.
He had some issues early in his career, but then he realized that, you know what?
A lot of folks have issues early.
But there's because he always thought he couldn't be outplayed, and I think he finally got
humbled.
very good word. Good word.
Thank you.
It wouldn't have been my word, but good word. Good word.
That happens, but that's part, like you said, growth.
All right, let's get to the Week 7 previews, and I'm going to just say we are not going to lose this week.
Oh, don't make me switch my scores up. Don't make me do it.
We're on a bye.
Thank you.
So you ain't got to switch anything. So
Some people lose the bye. You better tell your players not to get caught up.
Let's hear your thought. Yeah, there better be no Love Boat scandal. So let's hear.
Oh my gosh.
Let's hear your thoughts on what the Seahawks will do in Week 7.
Well, I mean, you know that I like Seattle, but I respect LA too, the Chargers. They have a heck of a quarterback with a serious cannon. The game
You don't got to pick it now. We can do it during the
the
picks.
game is in LA, and I'll do it with the picks so that you can do yours too at the same time. But yeah, it's gonna be a heck of a game.
All right, so before we get to the rest of the picks, last week the real deal was 8-6, and the cap was 10-4. So the cap picked up 2 games overall, and he's gotten to within 4 of my lead.
Trying to chip away.
Totals for the year, real deal 59, 34-1. So as you can see, I'm on the positive side, as well as the cap 55, 38-1. Let's go to the picks music.
Yo, it's time for the picks, the weekly predictions by them guys. Get your notebooks out because they rarely miss. Make way for Captain Book when he makes his picks. You can't touch this dude. Reppin' Hawks in the Emerald Nation. All units, battle stations. So welcome to the battle zone. It's a place where Captain Book is never alone. With his guide, he goes by his side. Sporting purple, always ready to ride. A real Viking maniac. Never afraid to go on the attack. And when needed, in comes the real deal. He's got a real feel for NFL skill. So listen close and get the word. Don't be the one who hadn't heard about Captain Book and Boot Gold. Dropping knowledge, truth be told. Beat the picks. Battle tested. Here we go.
Okay, let's go. NFL game predictions, Week 7. I love. This has got to be the best. Oh, we have a lot of good. This is the best background music, right?
You like this one?
It just bangs.
You like? Let me not go there.
All right. Saints. Cap, did you finally get the
Crescent City.
No. The sheet that I sent out every
Yeah, I
week.
got you. I'm tracking this time.
All right. Saints at the Cardinals. Somehow I feel the Cardinals are going to win at home 24-20.
I got the Cardinals beating the Saints 31-17 at home too. They have a lot of talent. They just need to stay together. And that's what's missing.
I'm going to have to come up with a nickname for Kingsbury. Open item, Kingsbury nickname.
He better stop that fourth down stuff.
Kingsbury. Open item. No, we got to give him a nickname.
So we got the Cards to win.
All right. Falcons at the Bengals. I got the Bengals also winning at home, 27-23.
That's close. Similar score. Half Cincinnati getting it done at home, 28-20. Although Atlanta can surprise you.
Atlanta's been good.
Yeah.
All right, Browns at the Ravens. The home field continues to be the difference. Ravens 27-17.
Yeah, Baltimore 35, Cleveland 14. I don't see Baltimore losing that one. They're going to be on edge in that game.
All right, Packers.
Here we go.
At the Commanders.
Here we go.
You know, Rodgers is questionable, but the Skins stop the streak of home teams winning. Packers 23-13.
Before I make this pick, I got to speak on how horrible the Packers uniforms looked last Sunday.
Yeah, awful.
That was one of the worst I've ever seen. And it ain't about whether I like the Packers or not. That uniform was ridiculous. But anyway, I see them getting a win on the road as well. 21-17, beating the Commanders.
All right, Giants, the G-Men at Jacksonville.
Well.
The home team streak stops. Road team, the G-Men, they win 24-20.
Yeah, I got the G-Men not giving up 20 with that defense. I got them breaking into Jacksonville 28-10.
28-10.
They're going to shake up somebody.
Tampa Bay Bucks on the road at the Panthers. The Bucks continue the streak of road teams winning 27-17.
Yeah, a lot of turmoil in Tampa Bay. Carolina, but I got Tampa Bay getting that done 24-10.
24-10. All right, next up, Titans. Switch the script, and we get back to the home team winning. Titans 24-23.
Tennessee 27, Colts 17. Tennessee and the King. Full court at home.
Lions at the Cowboys.
What you got?
The return of Dak Prescott.
Let's go. What we gonna do?
Probably. The Cowpokes They continue the streak of home teams winning 24-23.
So the streak is back alive.
Yes, it's back alive. Back
After
alive.
3 games. Nice.
Back alive.
Yeah, I got Dallas getting it done, whether he starts Dak or not. 24 for the Cowboys, 20 for Detroit.
All right, the Jets flying high lately.
Uh-oh, what are you going to do here?
They're at the Broncos. Russell, former Seahawk, loved him to death when he was a Seahawk. Now a Bronco. Might be a little hurt. Might be a little banged up.
He might be.
Not sure he's playing.
I don't know what's happening.
I got the Jets flying, soaring by the Broncos, 26-23.
Flying, soaring. I love it. I have the Jets getting it done 30-20, and I'm not sure Denver can score 20 unless they can protect Russell.
Or they have put another quarterback in.
Oh, that might have to happen if he's injured.
All right, Texans at the Raiders. The Raiders of the Lost Ark football team. They get a victory, 23-20. Finally.
I got a low-scoring game there. Raiders winning it, though. 10-9 over Houston.
10-9. Whoosh. John Madden rolling over in his grave. Is he dead?
Unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't. All right. Well, then I got it right.
But he'll live forever in my book.
Actually, Chiefs at the 49ers.
Uh-oh. It's a trap game.
This might be the game of the week. But I think the Chiefs get back in the win column, 27-17.
That's the exact same score that I have. 27 Kansas City, 17 Frisco.
All right.
Man, we are locked
Seahawks. Yeah,
this is where we'll go sideways here.
We're going to go sideways here.
Definitely got to pick the Chargers.
Seahawks at the Chargers. I got the Seahawks scoring 65 and the Chargers scoring 7. Oh, well, no, wait.
You want to reverse that, right?
Yeah, no, I read that wrong.
Reverse that. Go ahead.
I got the Chargers
65.
providing some lightning and bolting past the Seahawks 34-24 at home.
Yeah. It's about time for a road win, Top Gun. Shock the world as usual. Ain't no big thing. That's what we do. Geno Smith, a.k.a. Batman, is about to go into it with another supervillain. And we're going to win 31-17 in their house in Los Angeles.
31-17.
Going in with no fear, like always. Don't worry about them.
There's a house of...
We got to worry about us.
There's a house of non-lunch on this
a
one.
house of horrors.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's so hard to digest, huh? It's hard to digest.
How do you spell Kool-Aid?
Let's just see what happens, baby boy. Let's see what happens on Sunday.
Right. The Pittsburgh Steelers travel down to the Dolphins, who are banged up. Dolphins have a lot of injuries, but it looks like Tua could return. So it should be enough. 23-17 Miami.
Wow, that's close. I got the Dolphins winning also 24-17 at home.
24-17.
Pittsburgh pulled out a big win last week. I did call that, but
you did.
They're not steady yet. It's going to take a few more weeks with this new QB, but they're going to be on the upswing.
All right, so we have one more game. Just keep in mind Buffalo, Minnesota, Philly, and the Rams are on byes this week. So the final game is the Bears at New England. The New England shut out Detroit, who's a high-scoring team.
They did.
I got the Pats mauling the Bears. I shouldn't even give the Bears 13 points. I got Pats maul the Bears 26-13.
Wow, that's a maul? 26-13? Not in my world, but in your world, that's a maul. Because a maul for me would be like 52-10, but I got the Pats getting it done 20-13.
20-13.
Yeah.
So you're going to give Justin Fields a little credit there.
A little bit. I'm not real impressed with that offense, to be honest with you. I'm more impressed with how the Patriots are just able to strategize against anybody and take away their kryptonite.
Yeah, well, Belichick learned a lot after his Cleveland days, after he was embarrassed for a while. and you know what? I got to give him credit.
How can you not? If you don't give Bill Belichick credit, you got personal problems.
He's done it since then. So let's move on to the fantasy football segment. Fantasy football talk to see which teams can walk the walk. Each week, new matchups take place. All teams gunning for first place. Set your lineups, hope for the best. Your team might be good, but mine's the best. Make trades along the way. Ain't gonna help you, you might wanna pray. To be the best, you gotta beat the deal. Lots of luck, cause my team's for real. Let's
let's get to the segment. Start the chat. Hey, Book, what you say about that? It's Captain Boot, and I'm running on the field like a wild one. Dropping fantasy strategy second to none. I'm casting spells like a mad magician. I make so many damn moves, just like a mathematician. Without my fantasy logic, you'll just be hoping and wishing. And if you don't pay attention, your team will need a mortician. So check out Captain Book and how I laid out my roster. I'm so dialed in, could never be an imposter. With this fantasy ball, this segment's for y'all. So get in the game and join the fantasy brawl. It's Captain Book and Beast Gold, so avoid the wreck. For your fantasy success, put our knowledge on deck. It's the fantasy segment. Get in.
And we are in. So let's get right to it. The Real Deal sends Smells What's Cooking to their first loss of the season. That's right. First loss of the season, 125-112. However, next up is a battle with Seattle Socrates. This wouldn't even be a close contest, but it will be a battle because I have 5 guys on the bye week. Multiple. 5 on the bye week. So we'll see how it plays out. Good luck, Seattle, but not that much good luck. Caps team, the Emerald Nation Monsterizers, crushed the Connecticut Wagon Circles 147-78 to improve to 3-3, same record as the Real Deal. Next up for the Monsterizers is a matchup against the undefeated New Haven Naturals. This dude, as you'll hear on the outro, talks a lot of smack. And you know what?
He's backing it up, though.
Yeah, well,
But that's going to end probably.
we'll see. We'll see. It's early. It's early. He's going to be knocked off the ledge. Speaking of New Haven Naturals, they stayed undefeated after downing Seattle Socrates 112-89. So if you're that dominant, you beat a bad squad by only, what is that? 23 points. Seattle Socrates with their full squad fell to 2-4. Stop. Yeah, you know what? Keep playing Seattle players against me this week. All right. Connecticut El Grabador, Top Guns team defeated. Gun came into the office. He goes, I won. He defeated Connecticut G Hockey. Hey, G Hockey, you're trying to make some trades, trying to get a running back. A little questionable trade with the Game Hunters, but
closely,
hey, nobody blocked it. Nobody blocked it. You got it. I know. Was a lunch involved in that trade or something that we don't know about? Anyway, Grappador takes on Smells with Cooking. I softened them up for you. And G Hockey is now also 3-3. The whole league is 3-3 except for 2 teams. Goes up against the Crimson Knights, who are also 3-3. Game Hunters beat the Ohio Bone Crushers 91-68. The Ohio Bone Crushers, you got to get active with your squad. I believe I saw that you had 2 guys that didn't even play. So you know what? I'm calling you out right here. If you're not going to be involved in the game, add a second manager to your team and let them run it. Get the word out to Ohio Bone Crushers. Next up for the Game Hunters is Access Lord, who came back on Monday night to defeat the Crimson Knights.
Tyquavius.
115-99. Good win for Access Lord. Bye weeks continue this week, so depth on your squad will be a factor. That is the fantasy football segment.
It's B Gold, back on the mic, dropping lyrics I know you'll like. The league is now on alert. The Real Deal is bringing the hurt. New challengers every season. Why worry? There is no reason. Teams might win some games. At the end of the day, I forget their name. A new season and more pretenders. New Haven Natural is the lead offender. Like all the others who come to town, this dude is just another clown. Over the years, I put to rest any questions that I'm the best.
Whose team is the best? podcast. I'm Captain Vuk, and I'm the coach. And on the fantasy field, we'll never choke. You keep playing with our record, and you'll be broke. So be a good dude and not a broke. And here's a note to the New Haven Mackerels. We're gonna put an end to your naturals. Undefeated teams brace. You're dealing with the Captain Vuk. This is my place. What up? Step on back. G Gold. Cut no slack.
On the attack.
It's the podcast built to last. The podcast, we're having a blast. It's a podcast built to last. The podcast, we're having a blast. Normally I'm found on the wheels of steel, but the time has come to drop the field. Be Gold is a name that I spin under, but the real deal's a guy who brings the thunder. Back in the day, it was 5 minutes of funk. The deal's on the mic, he ain't no punk. It's cool when I see you break to the beat. As Eric Meek stated, don't sweat the technique. My lyrics will stand the test of time. Working the crowd with my rhyme. Now it's time to get to the show. Bringing the info so you know it's a podcast built to last. The podcast, we're having a blast. It's a podcast built to last. The podcast, we're having a blast. If you want history, check 1 and 2. All the episodes have something new. From the front to the back or the bottom to the top. The episodes deliver from the knowledge we drop. The cap is the rhyme and I am the rhythm. Like the defense, we are gonna hit them. With the fun facts and the skull jam. The real deal will continue to rant. Cap brings Hawks news to the show. Never losing sight, keeping the flow. The blue and the emerald green. Cap will tell you who's on the scene. Delivering hits on game day. The bam bam moment for today. It's the podcast built to last. The podcast, we're having a blast. Another episode is in the books. Keeping it real with the hooks. Tune in again later next week to hear more from the streets. Bringing the news for our teams. Nothing's off limit, so it seems. Thanks for hanging, checking us out. We'll be back, there is no doubt.
Wow. We had the rhythm
And the rhyme.
this week. Wow. Great episode. Scolders, 12s, all you football fanatics.
We got your back. We love y'all.
We had a great time. So thanks for tuning in today. And tell your friends, families, and coworkers about the show. Have them tune in. And most importantly, subscribe and follow the show. Week 7 is a bye week for the Vikings, so we have time to rest up and heal for the rest of the season. 5-1, off to a great start. Cap, you got to keep on keeping on. Bring
Yes, we
us
do.
home.
Vikings, like the man said, heal up, rest up, be blessed up. You got to get back to work next week, so enjoy this one. The Justice League travels to Los Angeles to take on another DC comic villain. I'm going to dub this one Brainiac. And his crew, they love that electricity, don't they? Batman can handle it, though. So be ready for an epic battle that will rattle the West Coast. The Emerald Lantern will be green, and that means go, as in go Hawks! Emerald up, baby. Let's go.
Emerald up.
Let's go, baby.
Just remember, the Chargers, we're going to have, if there's a superhero associated with them, it's got to be the Flash.
We'll see how they do.
So we'll see how they
Flash
do.
is our side, though. He's a hero.
Not a villain.
He's in the Justice League, baby.